So if you like those outfits of the day, hanging around at home, maybe doing a craft or two, and making something for dinner, then you're gonna love this vlog. Hey everybody, it's Mickey. Today is Monday, April 16th, and we have a pretty busy day ahead of us. We will be heading to the furniture store after school today. I'll be sharing a tutorial on some wreath and flower arranging, and we'll be making some chicken soup for dinner. This morning the temperatures are in the 30s, so along with my Ann Taylor dress today, I am wearing my navy tights and my navy boots. So I am here at the furniture store making my final payment, and I thought I would show you the fabrics that I chose for my new furniture. The light material there in the middle is my sofa fabric, and I'm getting a bunch of pillows in the flower material and this really pretty kind of gray plaid material. So I wanted to show you guys my cool little salt lamp. I have been wanting to buy one of these for such a long time, and I just hadn't gotten around to getting one for myself, and I got contacted by Levolt, I think that's how you pronounce their company name. They do humidifiers and salt lamps, and they sent me this salt lamp a couple weeks ago, and I have set it up here in my kitchen. What a salt lamp is supposed to do is help eliminate those positive ions that are put out into your environment, you know, from your computer screens, refrigerator, all like your electronics in your house, and it's supposed to make it a healthier environment for you. So I really think the salt lamps are such a cool idea. This is a Himalayan salt lamp. It's hand carved. It's really quite heavy and it's really beautiful. I really think it's kind of cool. Now I don't know if I feel any of the change in mood or anything like that that it's supposed to incur, but hey, we all need a little extra help, and I just love this. I think it looks so pretty here in the kitchen. I'm gonna put a link down below where it can be found on Amazon. So if you wanted to, you can read a little bit about it there. I heard from so many of you asking for a tutorial on the lamb's ear wreath that I shared in my last video. So today I thought I would show you just some basic ideas on how I put this together and some of the supplies that you're going to need and some tricks along the way that can just make it easier for you. So just a few things that you're going to need to make your wreath, or any wreath like this, is you're going to need a wire wreath frame. This is a 12-inch frame that I got from Michael's. You can find these in any craft store. You're going to need some floral wire, which a bunch like this will last you a very, very long time because you just, you know, snip off little pieces at a time. And you will need some good craft wire cutters. These are also to be used not only with the floral wire, but with your flowers as well, because most picks are on some type of wire stem. Now I did a video quite a while ago of a springtime wreath from start to finish, and I'm going to leave a link for you up above to that video because that gives a lot of really good details and it really shows you the evolution of the project. Here I'm just going to share a couple tips that I use to make these types of crafts easier. So the way you're going to start out is you're going to clip yourself a small piece of the greenery or the flower or whatever you are using for your wreath. Your first piece you can really fit anywhere you're just getting started. So you want to kind of weave it into your wire frame, take a little clip of the floral wire, and you're going to secure that to the frame so that it doesn't move. And to do that, you just kind of feed it up through the back, wrap it around tightly into the stem, feed it back through, and you twist it on the other side. You continue adding your florals all the way around the wreath, wiring as you go until your wreath is completely full. And at that time, you can take any other little picks that you might have and add them in all around to make it as full as you want, being careful to make each side and top and bottom about as equal as you can. When you feel it is balanced and as full as you want it to be, your project's done. Here's another project that I just finished. This is a small floral arrangement for my coffee table in my family room for when my new furniture gets here. And this is another example of making something out of necessity. I went out looking for a small arrangement, and everything that I found was really, really expensive. So I have a few tips that may help you create a floral arrangement or a wreath a little bit easier. Probably my #1 tip would have to be as economical as you can. Oftentimes, silk flowers and the and the greenery can get really pricey, and I think it is very important to pick the ones that you think will give you the fullest arrangement for the smallest amount of money. I really like to find bushes like this. They're oftentimes less expensive and you get more bang for your buck. Like this little bush has so many different stems on it, and it really is great to spread it out and to use it as filler to make your wreath or your arrangement so much fuller. Tip #2 is about the base for your floral arrangements. I never invest a lot of money in the base or the vase that I'm going to put an arrangement in, because it's really not the focus of the project. The focus is the flowers that you're putting on the inside. So this cute little bale that I got here has like a cute farmhouse feel, and I paid a whopping $3 for it at the Target dollar spot. So I always think the less money that I spend on the base for it is more money I can invest in the flowers that go inside. So tip #3 is about filler. This is another container that I got at the Target dollar spot, and on the inside here I have just paper shreds that I found at the Dollar Tree. They have them in a bunch of different colors, and I really like this kind of craft paper color. I use it for the tops of a lot of my arrangements, and it just fills the space up so that you just don't see the stems of the flowers sitting in nothing. And it's really okay to use just things from around the house to fill up a space in a vase that you're going to do arrangement in. For example, in the bottom of this pail, I've just put a couple Target bags all bundled up to fill the space so that when I put my styrofoam foam in, I don't have to spend a lot of money and fill the space up with foam, when really all I needed is at the very top. So again, I will put a link to that video that I did last year that goes into much more detail. Creating these arrangements on your own really is not that difficult, and you can really save yourself a lot of money. One of my most requested recipes these days is my chicken soup recipe. Now, this is the soup that I make whenever anybody in the house just isn't feeling good, no matter what time of year it is. And I think the reason why my soup is really so good is because I use the rotisserie chicken that you can find in the package at Costco. Whenever I see this, I always pick it up. I think it might be like under $12. It's almost 3 pounds of cooked rotisserie chicken, and I think it really adds a lot of flavor to the soup. And I use this for casseroles, for chicken salad, you know, those kinds of things that you can make really quickly if you already have, you know, some cooked chicken in your refrigerator. So this is everything that you're going to need to make this recipe. We're going to start off with some chicken broth and some vegetable broth. Of course, you can use homemade. It would even be better with homemade, but I like a mixture of some chicken broth and vegetable broth, some Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of white wine that is completely okay to leave out if you don't like wine in any of your food, carrots, celery. I'm going to try this paste garlic that a friend of mine uses and says that it's really good, so I thought I would give that a try today. Our rotisserie chicken from Costco. This is a new package that I just bought. A little over a cup of any type of pasta that you want. I like to use Stellina, which is my favorite, an onion, and some fresh Italian parsley. So the first thing we do is we get our celery all chopped up along with our onion. I really like a lot of celery and onion in my soup. You're going to put about 1 tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of olive oil in your stock pan. Go ahead and add your celery and your onions and get them all sauteed until they're a bit translucent. At this point is where you would add your ½ cup of wine if you're using it. It is so okay to leave it completely out. Cook it down a bit and then add your chicken broth and your vegetable broth. Once that starts cooking, I take the rotisserie chicken. I take about 1/3 of the package and kind of chop and shred that up. Next, add your shredded chicken to your stock pot. And then you can go ahead and add whatever seasonings you are using. I use pepper and basil, Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of salt, some Mrs. Dash, and a little bit of rosemary. We really like our soup to be really thick, so I probably chop up between 7 and 8 carrots, and then I add the chopped parsley and the fresh dill. The last thing I put in is the pasta, and I let everything cook until the vegetables are soft and the pasta is al dente. I usually serve it with a big green salad and some cheesy garlic bread. So much for hanging out with me here at home. I hope you'll leave me a comment on down below and let me know what you think. While you're there, please subscribe. I have new videos coming out every week. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you love the life that you have, and I will see you again soon. Bye!